What's up, everybody? Okay, we're gonna get into a few episodes today. And if you haven't seen the last episode, go check it out because we're gonna get straight into this. Let's go. So we're gonna pick this episode up from the next workday. Sleep late, lose weight. We all go to child and we all go to our jobs. Now we in there working. Everybody in the good mood. They on the ball. We changing tires. We interchanging seats out and everything. Listening to the radio. Everything going good. And all of a sudden a fight breaks out. Somebody said something disrespectful to Ori. Now, we never told Ori what we had seen, him and Sergeant Larry. But at this point, Ori kind of suspicious because we're leaving out going to see Sergeant Larry bring other guys to the shop, So him and this guy, and I don't remember this guy's name, they breaks out in a fight. They knocking things over, and this guy starts to beat the hell out of Ori. Now, once it's a one-on-one fight, you don't interfere with that, But we felt so sorry the way he was just beating Ori senseless that we broke the fight up. We like, man, nah. And he goes on, you ain't nothing but you been by Sergeant Larry and things like that. And we like, man, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Now, this guy just going off on Ori. He won't stop. He just keep going in on Ori. Keep going in. To the point, Nord just get tired of him talking and say, man, bro, you gonna leave that little man alone. Man, you gonna have to get it. And he don't say shit to Nord. He likes picking on a defenseless person. So Nord just goes into him to see if he can antagonize him into a fight. And he goes in on him to the point he just talking about him and all kind of shit at this time. And old boy won't say shit. Now Nord to the point, Nord like, man, I'm about to steal on this bitch. I'm about to break on him. And I'm telling Nord, no, man, calm down. We already got a lot of beef in this bitch and a lot of shit going on. I'm like, man, hey, bro, just imagine, because it's always a possibility that you can be caught fighting and threw in a hole or something like that. So we goes back to work, and the dude don't even make no more eye contact with Nord. He's so scared now because he know Nord ready to go off on him at any given time. You know what I'm saying? We just looking at Ori through the day, man. Ori all bruised up. Man, he just looked pitiful. And it's looked like all this shit just weighing on his mind on what dude said. So we goes try to talk to Ori like, man, don't worry about what dude said, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that nigga, man. Live your life, bro. I don't know what the fuck he talking about you and Sergeant Larry, bro. So don't let them get in your head like that. So we forget about that whole situation after we talk to Ori and everybody goes back to work. This shit just leaves off everybody's mind. So we just working and maybe about 45 minutes to an hour later, all the alarms go off in the prison. And we like, what the fuck then happened now? So the guard comes, gets us, and puts us in the cell. Remember, it's a bunch of different cells. So we never go in the same cell every time. We goes in different cells. And everybody on workforce goes in different cells. And they stuff as many people as they can in each cell. So we all in this cell and we just talking. And we find out that Ori went in the bathroom, took something with him, slit his wrist, and tried to commit suicide, and another inmate found Ori bleeding out in the bathroom. Now, when we hear this, Nord immediately looks around and finds dude that beat Ori up and Superman punched the fuck out of dude. In my mind, that's what I seen, him just Superman punch through the air and hit dude and get on dude ass and beat dude ass and stomp dude ass. And we let that shit happen. Because first of all, Ori don't fuck with nobody. And some days in prison, people take their bad day out on other people. But just because they having a bad day, they wanna put that bad day off on you. So we let Nord tear his ass up for about 20 minutes. And then we pull Nord off his ass. And Mr. Badass, who just went in there and beat Ori up, ain't even try to fight Nord back. So, shortly after that fight happened and everything calmed down, the guards comes and say they cutting the workday short and takes us all back to our tier. So as we enter the tier, we immediately notice that almost everybody in this bitch got their shoes on. But they still playing games and socializing and doing little different things like that. But you can't let that determine what everybody's mood is. You pay attention to them shoes. Because you know if they got shoes on, they ain't in relax mode. So we immediately link up everybody, make sure we get everybody together, and we go find us a little section, and we start playing cards on this day. Now, I'm going to bring this dude named Tourette. We call him Tourette, like Tourette syndrome, because he always like, making different noises like that, and his feet stay tapping like this. And he just stands around different people. He's always standing around different people, you know, watching them play games and different stuff like that. You know, so we at the table playing cards, and Tourette walk up, and his feet just a tapping. And he making, you know, noises. So, you know what I'm saying? We like, damn, Tourette, you going hard today. You must have had a rough night. You know, we just teasing him or whatever. Now, we in our card game good as hell. Then we see Mao, a dude named Brian, sticks Tourette and gets on Tourette's ass and start beating him. And we all look, we jump too because we knowing the prison is in, you know, hostile mode. So we didn't really know who he was trying to hit. So we was on our guard at the same time, but he's beating the hell out of Tourette's syndrome. And he beat him and beat him and beat him. And like I said, a one-on-one fight is a one-on-one fight. At this time, we all puzzled. We wonder why this dude beating Tourette's ass like this. So finally, after all the shit calmed down, dude get to saying, man, this old perverted motherfucker right here, this motherfucker perverted. And we wondering what happened. Now, I'm going to have to explain this to y'all because this is what he said. And I want y'all to get a good idea of what he said happened. He was in the bathroom. He seen Tourette take a string, a long piece of string, and run it down his pants leg and tied a knot around his toe. And the other end of the string, he seen him tie the other end around his penis. So as he taps his feet, the string jerks on his penis, and he literally jacks off to everybody in the prison. You can't make this shit up. These are true events. And at that time, about 15 people got on Tourette's ass and beat his ass and stomp his ass. They mad. Because Tourette done been standing by everybody. He even stood by me. And we thinking this man got Tourette's syndrome, but the whole time this man been in here, he been jerking off. He liked it, boys. And when I tell you these boys gave Tourette the best ass whooping he ever had in his life, he got the best. So what we gonna do, we gonna fast forward into the next workday. Sleep late, lose weight. Okay, child jobs. Now, we all working, you know, because whenever a workday get cut short, when you come back, you have to work from the previous day and your work for that day. So we busy as hell, and we all doing so many different jobs at one time. We moving. You know, and we working and working and working. Then all of a sudden, I see the dude that did that to Ori still on Nord. Bow! And they get to tearing it down up in that bitch. They fighting. So evidently, old boy went back to his cell and thought about if he don't get Nord back, they gonna turn his ass out or beat him up every day, take his commissary, whatever. He had to went back to his tier and thought about, I gotta get this dude back. So they fighting and fighting and fighting. Then this dude pick up a big monkey wrench and start swinging it at Nord. Now, at this time, now you done brought a weapon into the fight, so we all attack dude. We don't beat him or nothing like that. We just stop him and get the weapon out his hand, and we break that shit up before that shit go any farther. But Nard ain't ready to let this situation just go like that. We trying to get Nard calmed down, so we taking him out in the hallway trying to calm him down, and we see Sergeant Larry walking with Muffin. So immediately, you know, Nard calms the fuck down, and we all plays it off and walk back into carpool. And we talking, we like, man, now he fucking with the queens. So we ease back out on the hallway once they go in the room to go listen what's going on in there. Now, as we get up on the door, we hear Sergeant Larry saying, hey, I want 500 back on this one. He's just calling numbers out. So we peek through the door and we see Sergeant Larry handing Muffin different packs of drugs. They all neatly packaged up. And he's giving them to Muffin, and Muffin is stuffing these drugs every different way. So not only is Sergeant Larry violating the inmates, he's also supplying them with the drugs. This is how Muffin and Queen Sugar and them getting the drugs in the prison, through Sergeant Larry. So we jet back out to carpool, and we in there talking and discussing this shit. Man, that's how they getting the fucking drugs up in here. Sergeant Larry is a dirty motherfucker. And we talked about this the rest of the workday. So finally, the workday over, and they takes us back to the tier. Now, as we walk back in the tier, Queen Sugar is damn near at the door, waiting on Muffin to come in. And they goes up to their cell. Now, as they walk into their cell, we lay our eyes on Monroe, and we see him talking to Third. And they just talking. They start out talking calm, and then the conversation progressed to where they having heated words. Now, you see Broomfield goes over there and proceeds to breaking them up. But as he breaks them up, he hurry up and pull a weapon and sticks Third. It happened so fast, you really don't know what the fuck done happened. And then Third starts holding his shoulder and starts trying to run away. And Broomfield gets behind him. And by the time Third reaches the stairs to go up the stairs, Broomfield catches up to him and sticks him some more. Now Third boys making their way down trying to help him. By this time, Broomfield has stuck this man and backpedaling back to his cell. So they immediately starts panicking, and they goes to the door and beat on the door, beat on the door, beat on the door. And it takes a while for the guard to even come in here. And Third is just losing blood. And the guards finally come in and gets Third and take him out. So as y'all know, prison talk. So apparently, Monroe sold Robbie to Third. And Third didn't pay Monroe and Broomfield what he was supposed to pay them. See, you don't go borrow nothing. You don't go trade nothing. And if you owe somebody, you better pay them. Now, somebody just got stabbed. But you still hear a lot of commotion coming from Baby Charles' cell while all this just didn't happen. And him and his boyfriend, which is his cellmate, the one that want to keep their relationship on the low, they in there arguing and fighting and throwing punches, slapping each other. They fighting like a married couple up in there. So I goes to Baby Charles' cell and like, Baby Charles, what's wrong? What's going on? You know? So Baby Charles like, this bitch doing business with Queen Sugar. This bitch getting drugs from Queen Sugar. Now at this time while I'm talking to him, they still looking at each other, arguing backwards and forward. And dude tell him, you still sending letters backwards and forward with that bitch ass nigga Q. And Baby Charles tells him, that still is my husband. Or whatever, you know? And they still going backwards and forward. So at this time, I walks the fuck off, because ain't nothing I can do about that. You know, I goes up to Laco to go check and see what Laco doing. So when I walk in Laco's cell, I ask his sellers, what Laco at? They're like, man, we ain't seen Laco all day. So I runs down the stairs, go get Roderick Nard and Pop, and we go looking for Laco. You know what I'm saying? We know we just seen him at Workforce, and now we can't even find his ass. We looking everywhere. So we just running around asking different people, man, you seen Laco? Nobody seen Laco. Then all of a sudden we see gathering on the other side of the tier at the top, and we just see a whole bunch of shit going on. So we run over there to check and see if this Laco. So as we get up there, we hear that they fighting and tearing it down in his cell. And when we get up closer, it's Laco, the dude Jimmy and his cellmates, and they're beating the fuck out of Laco. So we rush up in that bitch. And we fight and fight and fight until we all can get Laco and make it the fuck up out these dudes' cell. Because like I said in the previous episode, you can lose your life in somebody else's cell and they can get away with it. Now we out they cell and we asking Laco, man, what the fuck happened? Man, while we was at workforce, them niggas went in my motherfucking cell and took my Walkman. So we telling Laco, so you ain't think to come get us and let's go do about... See, Laco got a hot head. And when Laco mad, Laco think he can fuck the world up. But see, that type of shit right there can get you murdered in prison. See, you gotta be a thinker at all times. Cause sometimes if you just react on pure anger, you end up making a stupid decision that can cost you your life. So we get on his ass all day about this stupid ass shit. Telling him, cause see, Laco the kind of guy, he keeps a smile on his face. He's very rarely mad. But when he do get mad, he blows a fuse. He's been like that since we was little kids. Cause I've been knowing Laco longer than anybody that we hanging with. Then some more shit pop off. Now we see Muffin around, you know, distributing the Queen Sugar drugs and shit like that. And then you see Baby Charles run up on Muffin and sticks Muffin. So Baby Charles and Muffin, they fighting. So we runs over there and break that fight up as Queen Sugar is making his way downstairs. And here come Baby Charles' boy Tevin. And then you see Lawson, which is L. So Queen Sugar comes in an attempt to hit Baby Charles. I let Baby Charles go. And they all start fighting. And we let them fight. Now, we let them fight because this is an even fight. And really, Baby Charles and them getting the best of Queen Sugar and Muffin them. And you see a whole bunch of motherfuckers coming running down the stairs. And it's the whole Queen team. Now, at this point, I'm thinking about breaking it up. But all of a sudden, you see Baby Charles' boyfriend that's been on the low with Baby Charles all this time. He already had a couple homies and plus their other cellmates come running out and tears it down with Baby Charles and them. And they fight like this for about 40 minutes strong. See, in prison, it's so unpredictable. Shit can pop off at any minute, at any given time. And see, I only bring y'all days that I can remember. But it be a lot of other shit going on in between. So finally, they all fight until they can't fight no more. And sometimes fights will break themselves up. So that shit calms down. But it's a lot of more hostility just still brewing between everybody in this bitch. Sleep late, lose weight. We all go to chow. We all go to workforce. So this particular day, I ain't really sleep much that night, so I'm tired as a motherfucker. And all I'm really doing, I ain't doing too much work this day. All I'm doing is taking smoke breaks. Just trying to get any kind of rest in I can get in. So as I'm leaving out the shop from taking a smoke break, I see Sergeant Larry coming with this dude I know named Domino. Now, I knew Domino from the streets, and Domino was this sporty kind of dude that liked to talk shit all the time, and he walking with Sergeant Larry. He's none to the wiser what's about to happen to him. But I keep looking behind me, looking at Domino, walking with Sergeant Larry. So as I see Sergeant Larry and Domino go in the room, I strikes out running to carpool in detail and get them and say, come on, Sergeant Larry got Domino. So we all posse up and we strike out running. As we get to the door, all we hear is, oh! Sergeant Larry had to stuck Domino. He was already into the process. And Domino just a whining and crying and, don't do this to me, Sarge. Bow! Oh, Sarge! Bow! Oh, Sarge! Bow! Oh! Sergeant Larry really putting a real decent ass whooping on Domino. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of people saying, man, that couldn't have happened, man. That couldn't. This shit happened. And you know the reasons why you won't know it happened? For one, the guy that happened to don't want nobody to know it happened to him. And for two, who the prison gonna believe, the CO or the convict? And this type of shit keeps happening. And Sergeant Larry keeps getting away with it. Now, I'm coming back and dropping a couple more episodes today. We got a couple new things going on. We're now getting moderators. We're going to start doing lives. And not only that, the moderators will be banning people from the channel. People who bringing negativity to the channel, they will be banned from the channel because I'm not all about subscribers. I appreciate everybody who subscribe with the same goal I have to help the younger generation, but if you on some negative shit, I'm banning you, because I ain't just about making money on the channel. I'm sharing my real life experiences. I done went through the fire and I done came out a better person. Not many people can do that and say that. People get turned by these situations. I done seen a whole lot of shit that the average person ain't seen. So, like I said, I'll see y'all on the next episode, and that will be today.